We don't need to make any adjustments to how much we spend on entitlement programs such as Medicare and Medicaid, right? Here's part 3 of our series, Myths About Defense Spending. I'm Matt Straight, and this is Heritage in Focus.
Well, it's a myth to think that we can ever have adequate defense spending in this country if we don't address the major entitlement programs in the federal budget, Medicare, Medicaid, and Social Security. I mean, they are growing at an astounding rate. Medicare and Social Security over 150%, Medicaid over 300%. By 2030, if we don't do anything, it's going to be an absolutely fiscal crisis. By 2050, there'll be no room in the budget for anything else other than these programs. So the notion that you could maintain an adequate level of defense spending year in and year out when these other programs are crowding everything else out of the budget just makes no sense. And what we have to do is simply get our policymakers stop talking about these conversations as if they could be done separately, and we could have a discussion of what's adequate defense spending and what's adequate spending for these other things. We have to have these conversations together because we have to keep the nation safe, free, and prosperous. And the only way we're going to do that is if we keep defense spending at the level it needs to be at, that's about 4% of gross domestic product, and we get the spending in these other programs under control so it doesn't crowd out spending to protecting Americans from the threats of the 21st century.
Out-of-control entitlement spending is a threat to our country's national security. Watch part 4 of this series to find out why lawmakers need to take action today. I'm Matt Straight, and this is Heritage in Focus. For more information, log on to heritage.org.